Hello guys, si Kersan Lasal dito to. Welcome sa episode 6 ng laro tayo ng Shadowrun Returns. Kitod natin campaign natin. Last episode natin guys, nakarating na tayo doon sa bagong area, yung doon sa sa South Dock, South Seattle Docks. Kasi nga binigyan tayo ng tip ni Officer Aguirre na meron na naman biktima yung Reaper dito sa may docks area. So, yun naman yan ang natin. Investigate natin. Okay, so nag-iisa tayo ngayon, wala tayong kasama. Iniwan tayo ni Papo tsaka Coyote sa doon sa Sinstress Union. So mag-isa lang tayo ngayon. Objective natin, get to the NTSB warehouse. National Transport National Transportation Safety Board warehouse. So tingnan mo natin kung may mga tao tayong makaka-interact. Wala. Ito isa. Street walker. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? I should go. Sige, ito na lang. Information. Yeah, the bums around here. The bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time though. So, ito muna tayo. Explore lang. Wala. Ito. Halt. Lone Star guard. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Okay. Officer. Hindi pwede. Wala tayong etiquette Wala tayong security etiquette eh. I'm working with Lone Star on the crime scene. Investigation in the NTSB warehouse. I'm looking for my kitty cat. Keeping. I'm the new maintenance guy. This is my first day. So, sabi natin yung totoo. Sure you are. And I'm Lalwir, the king of dragons. Be it. Honest na nga ako, ano ba yan? So hindi tayo pwede tumahan dito. Teka. Okay, wala tayong pwedeng interact. Ato dito meron. Kaya to. Hey, that's mine. Ano ba yan? Who raised ya? A pack of wolves? That ladder is rightfully mine. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? I could use your intestines as a rope instead. Charisma, wala akong charisma, so sige. Ayoko maging basagulero sa to. Marami naman tayong fans eh. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? 5 eh? Sure, maybe that noodle machine is still Sure, 5 eh? Sure, maybe that noodle machine is still working. Okay. So, sige, nawalan tayo ng 5. 5 lang naman eh, barya lang yun. 2,285. Okay lang. 5 lang yun eh. Nasa stash na ba natin? Check na. Wala ah. Nasa na? Teka, hindi, at least nasa atin na. Hanap ako ni bandaan. Wala nang ibang pwedeng i-interact. So, dito, sige. We'll try dun. Kaya kasi makapasok tayo dito eh. Saan ko lalagay ngayon? Hindi tayo pwede dumaan dito, ano ba yun? Subukan natin kasapin to ulit. Hey, you looking for a good time? 20 yun. Not me, a friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. So sige. Yun lang ang option eh. Okay, nawalan tayo ng 20. Okay lang. She looks at you knowingly. Alright, $20. You a 5-minute distraction. Then I've got to get back to work and earn some real nuyan. Okay, naman. Sige. Okay, sige. Paki-distract lang. That's a big gun you have there. So, dito. Ayun, nice. Daan tayo sa gamit natin yung ladder. 3 karma. Nice. Meron pa tayong pwedeng kunin spots. Check ko lang. Hindi naman ako magkakarisma eh. Ito lang hinahabol ko yung mga usual ko. Quickness, body quickness, touch, strength, close combat. So, pwede ko pumili sa dalawa. Teka, kung intelligence naman, biotech wag muna. So, sige. Pili tayo kung ano tong ability na to. Pummel strike, only 8 damage. Ano ba yan? Ay, kung ito. Sige, ano man na. Dito na muna tayo, sige. Ili-level 3 ko na yung Power of the Decker's Expert System Programs. Ito. Level 3 ko na. So, saka na muna yung iba. Isipan ko na lang. So, teka. So, tayo pupunta ngayon. Teka. Tingin pa tayo na iba kung meron pa ibang pwedeng i-explore. Pang ibang interaction. Okay, wala. Dito muna. Mga air, mga air, piraso ng mga aeroplano. Okay, so wala rin dito. Wala din Ito. Explore lang. Alam ko kung saan tayo pupunta pero mas gusto ko nag-explore eh. Dahil may reward din minsan eh. Ito, dalawa. Yun lang ba? O nga, yun lang. Ito mo ng isa. Ito muna. Ano yan? Grenade. Lagay natin sa stash. Benta na lang natin. Ito isa. Send to stash din. Ibenta ko na lang. Di ba ako gumagamit ng ganyan eh. ito naman. Basta hindi lang natin kukulitin yung guard. Kasi nga, dapat di niya alam na nandito tayo sa loob eh. Okay, wala. So, di tayo pwede pumunta dun. Mahuhuli tayo. So, punta na tayo sa ano, talagang destination natin. Okay. Meron pa bang ano? Wala namang additional objective eh. So, go. You're about to transition to a new location. Continue? Oh, sure. The warehouse. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings, stormed with girders and rickety catwalks, top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their businesses. Business lang. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Reaper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. So okay, start natin. Speak with Sergeant Aguirre. So, hanapin natin siya. Wala bang interactable? Wala. So far dito wala. At pala, andito lang pala siya eh. Okay, wala. So, kausapin natin. Teka, sino to? Di ba to si McCluskey o iba? Okay, may na. Tuwan ng objective natin. Took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. I'm a busy man. Who's the corpse? I thought we'd agree to work together in this. You know the traffic these days. Saan na tayo? Excuse na lang muna tayo. You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Reaper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB, the National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Edith kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. That'll get him killed quickly. Spilling corp secrets, not the wisest career choice. Sige, yun ang pipiliin ko. Warehouse office key. Salamat. Investigate tayo. Nope. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Reaper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Okay, sige. Thank you. Wala naman pwedeng i-interact dito? Ay, pinto. Ito yung opisina. Ito yata yun eh. Mamaya na. Libot-libot muna ako. Mamaya may mga makukuha pa tayong kung ano-ano dito eh. Ilan dyan? Dalawa lang. So, ito muna. Urine. Sa urinal pa man din. Ano yan? You don't need to go right now. Ano ba yan? The old poster depicts a... Ano yan? The old poster depicts a... Ano yan? The old poster depicts something. Ang bilis kasi nung nawala eh. Never mind. Ano ba? At ito sa immediate wala. May pintuan pa. Dalawang pintuan. Teka, mamaya na. Makipag-usyoso muna tayo dito. Maki-usyoso muna tayo kung meron pa ibang information tayo makukuha. Ito yata yung pusina na sinasabi niya. Hindi. Kung ito yung dapat yung susi ag-activate eh. So, hindi mo na. Kausapin natin itong mga to. Shannon Half Sky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relation to the dead man? Nope. Who's the stiff? I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? Yun na lang. Shannon Half Sky. The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him, but I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Pangalan pa lang eh. Shannon ano? Shannon Half Sky. Pangalan na ng shaman yun eh. Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and show my brother's spirit to rest. And allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? There's got to be a way to force him to talk. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. So ito na lang. She looks at you. She looks at you. The flattery targeted for the flattery largely falling to affect her, given the circumstances. But then inspiration dispels the dark cloud surrounding her. Perhaps my brother's spirit is too weak. That's a given. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, drawing a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Okay Ano to? Naalala ko tuloy yung isang TV series na pinapanood ko dati, yung Ghost Whisperer. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least two such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. This better pay off. Of course. Okay, I'll do what I can. Yun na lang. Okay, so new objective. Find the two haunted objects. So hindi tayo pwede dito. Okay, so ito muna kausapin natin. Ay, andito na naman si Dresden. Okay Kersan Velosa, surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Aguirre tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday, or or your cred stick, or your cred stick did. At any rate, he chuckles. Anyway, surprise, we've got another Reaper victim on our hands. Looks like business is good for Dial Morgue these days. So what's the story with this one? You look like you've been putting in some overtime. President, what can you tell me about the victim? So ito na lang number 2. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell you. Not much else to tell yet. Really, he doesn't have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any idea which organ the Reaper was after this time? Nice hole where his chest was. Nice hole where his chest was. So, what was on the butcher's shopping list? Not quite how I wanted to go out. Ito na lang. Medyo cool. Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. It sounds like the Reaper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, disguised lungs. Any theories? Who's that woman over there? Alam natin kung sino yan nila. Ito na muna. Number 8. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Palakasan lang. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much the job pays these days, sir? Sir, I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. It sounds like the Reaper is taking it. Yeah. Sorry, I don't do the theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. So parang kinukuha yung mga So parang baka yung Reaper baka street dog siya, para mga cyberware ang kinukuha niya eh. Yung puso ni Sam, tapos yung mata nung yung sa staffer shock, tapos ngayon naman ito lungs naman ngayon. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Okay. Who's the woman over there? No clue, she just showed up. Next of kin, I think. I'm going to take a look around. Good luck out there. Okay, so si Dresden lang pala yun. So dito muna tayo sa pintuan dito. Tapos yung isang pintuan sa harap. Ito muna tayo. Ano ba yun? Yung ano, yung moving stairs para sa pagkaka-aeroplano. So walang item dito. Ayun, meron. Ano yun? There is a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig to the shoe pile. Malay mo nga meron. Sorting through the shoes, you realize that there are 3 shoes with no matching pair. A left blue sneaker, a right red high-heeled pump, and a left black dress shoe. Okay, so ano muna? Unahin ko muna yung sneaker kasi kung sneaker malamang bata ang may hawak niyan or teen. The sneaker is a child. Oh, sabi na eh. The sneaker is a child's and has musty, sweaty smell. Oddly, you get a sort of shock, as if from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the shoe. So, teka. Ano pa tayo ng ibang items? So, wala na. Ito. Hindi tayo makapasok dun sa kwarto. Dito. Wala na. So, dito. Ayun, meron. Banda dun. Ayan. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have sieved through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring, dented lunchbox, cred stick. Sige, cred stick, baka may pera to eh. Oh, meron nga. 200, nice. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PD and 200 is added to your account. Nice. Lunchbox naman muna. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. So hindi yun. So baka yung earring. Steel earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of those items the shaman was looking for. Okay. Check nga natin ulit yung mga sapatos. Sige natin kung meron pa tayong makukuhang clue dito. Check lang natin. Baka meron pa eh. Check lang natin. Check natin yung dress shoe. The dress shoe is a black lace-up with a rubbery sole. So wala siya. High heel pump. The pump is a department store knockoff of an Indian brand. It is otherwise unremarkable. Wala. Okay. Yun naman isang opisina. Puntahan natin. Ito naman tayo. Dapat na akong karma? Wala. Nevermind. Okay, check natin itong room na to. Ito. Yung computer. Teka, ano pa ba? Computer lang tapos locker. Then locker muna. Hack natin yung computer mamaya. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Okay, Inspect the comb. Comb. Ano description ng comb? The comb of the murder victim at the NTSB office, a warehouse. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hands and your hand stands on end. And when you take it off, its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Okay, na. Check natin yung computer. The researcher's work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Okay. Read the notes for case file 95. Case file number 95. Federated Boeing jetliner. IDN 2305. Corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053, 2:45 a.m. The pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values, 2:49 a.m. The co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. Okay, so 96 naman. Walang 97. Case file 96. Pratt and Whitney unmanned IDN number 327. Corporate owner Ares. Summary redacted. Time log redacted din. Unmanned. So 98 naman, walang 97 eh. The file has been corrupted. Pwede i-hack yun. Teka lang. Read the researcher's private notes. Incriminating data. Ano yan? Anong incriminating data nakuha natin? Data found at the NTSB that shows Renkaku caused the crash on all Ares jetliners. Okay yan. Okay yan na. Teka. Basahin lang natin itong text. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case number 96, the crash of an Irish jetliner near the UCAS and CU Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigators' notes, however, we find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renkaku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's note to your PDA. So, na. Balikan na natin si ano. Meron pa yata item eh. Wala na. Yun lang locker ulit. Balikan na natin si ano. At teka, may isang pinto. Ito, nakalock na pinto. Hindi pwedeng buksan. Teka. Ito pa isa, nakalock din. Anyway, kasapin na muna natin si Shannon. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they are filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I need. All I will need. It shouldn't take me long to Pasaway, dito na si Baklaski. Ano ba yan? What the hell is all this? Pasaway. Officer Aguirre. Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer. Not some Salish drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? That's her brother. Makes it her business. Watch your tongue. She's in mourning. Sige, medyo asar din ako dito kay Maklaski talaga eh. So, ayun, number ito sige. Asar ako sa'yo eh. So, humanda ka sa akin. Watch your tone. She's in mourning. Watch your ass as you're going to find my book lodge up in it. Ulul. Now get the hell out. Ulul. Come on. If we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret, or worse, something I'd enjoy. Okay, fine. You let that guy. Internal affairs. I'm sure they do. Ang bilis ng text eh. Anyway, kausapin ulit muna natin siya. Teka. Ang bilis ng dialogue kasi. Shannon Half-Sky. That man is an ass. He stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. Tala, alam po. Marami nang galit sa'yo, gago ka. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clouds carried everything off. Can we summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. We'll come back later once the coast is clear. Rent-a-caps like this won't tie up the place for long. Not looking good now. But do you have any plans for this evening? We'll come back later once the coast is clear. Yun lang muna. I can't stand to waiting, but I don't see any other choice. You sure you're up for this? It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. As long as you can deliver and make it worth my while. If it means your brother's killers doesn't take another life, then yes. So ito. Thank you. Wala ba tayong karma points doon? Now since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. May idea ako, si Paco at saka si Coyote. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find these kinds of people we need. You could say that. The best money can buy. Just smile. Sige, ngiti lang tayo. $4,000, nice. Nagbigay ka pa, okay binigyan mo pa ako ng pera, okay ka may karma tayo yun, 5. Sige, assign tayo. Ay, nasa dialogue pa. Tapos ang dialogue. Good, I'll put up the money. If you find the body, ano ba yan? Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled nuyan from inside a leather pouch. Starts to count it out. Then shoves the whole wad at you. Okay, laki ng binayad sa atin Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. So, tapos na yung mission. Ayan, balik tayo sa Kaso hindi pa meron pa Return to the Simpsons Union. Teka lang. Meron pa eh. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Oy, Kaya Sandalosa. You in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star. Same old thing. Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now. No problem. What do you want? What do you need? Back up. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royal. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. Sounds nasty. Get to it. I remember. She looks relieved. Wiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of drag. I tried to help him out. Anna, I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. You're on a crusade. I'm guessing you have a new lead. So, wag yan. So I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot. Has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. On my way. You know the deal, kid. I get paid. I'm working the Reaper thing. Can't get distracted, so to. On my way na lang. Yan. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. Hindi pa ako dapat aalis eh. Oh well, never mind. Sige. Hindi natin natapos yung ano doon. Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remains of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word. As the three of you weave your way through the tenements, she walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building, and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder, and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. So, mula doon sa ano natin, punta tayo sa ibang mission. Ano ba yan? No choice eh. Ano eh, emergency eh. Ayun. 5 karma. Iyan natin. Gamitin ko na muna. Conversation pa? Okay. Oo nga, no? Thanks for meeting us, Chaos Ranrilla. I owe you one. Null Sweat. I figured you could use the backup. Maybe I can find a way to make this pay off. Let's get it done. I have a killer to find. Oh, Null Sweat. I figured you could use the backup. The backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BTL squads. She brightens. Oh hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. I thought I told you I did. Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. You second you. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that floor up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty. So stay on your guard. I just want to get in, grab Gina, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Tapang, ah. Find and rescue Gino. Find and rescue Gino from the vehicle. Kailangan wag sila madets. Okay lang. Doable. Gagamitin ko muna yung 5 karma points. Body wag muna. Weakness wag muna. Strength. The close combat. Overwatch, nice. Kailangan ko yan. Kailangan ko talaga yan. So may 1 pa. Wala naman tayong mabibili ng 1 eh. Okay. Save ko muna ulit. Sayang eh. Kesa balikan natin yun. Okay lang. Okay, so ito lang. Itong bantay lang. Ito. BTL clocker. The orc looks twitchy. His eyes rolling in his head. He scans the 3 of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lips, and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Hi. And hi. How you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in, whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker. Takes work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably has a signal device for the guys inside. You wanna go on a ride? You can forget your troll for a while. You sell BTLs, right? What kind of rides can I go on? How does this place operate? How do I get it? Masyad ng forward yun. Don't you think you're hurting people selling this this direct? Just let me in. Ito na lang, medyo tayo, sweet talk natin, daanin natin sa What kind of rides can I go on? We got it all of it. We got all. Ben, yeah. What you wanna do? You wanna do some crime? You wanna be bad? We can hook you up. We can hook you up. Don't roll that way. Wanna be a hero? Be a hero. You got We got fairy tale direct charmers love, you name it, and you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging. Don't matter what the trip, as long as there's slagging involved, right? Coyote's eyes are hard. Her pupils like Coyote's eyes are hard. Her pupils tight little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff too, don't you? The clocker looks around, more nervously now. Maybe for the right price. You can feel it, what it's like to die. What it's like to kill. Okay. You sell BTLs, right? He grins a lopsided grin. Oh yeah, chummer. Oh yeah. Better than life, definitely better. Dream chips. Mind benders. Simstims. Simsense. Without peak limits. High octane intensity. Ayoko to. Just let me in. I see you around after this. Probably see you lots. Okay, so pinapasok ko yun lang. Wala siya ano. Siya reklamo, so pasok mo tayo. Teka, save ko lang muna ulit. Ayoko ano eh. Baka yung sabi, kailangan wag mamatay sila pa ako tsaka ano eh. So kailangan ingat. Okay. Okay, wala. Pero may tao doon, may mga kausap doon. Hindi natin pwede buksan. Dito muna. Taas. Charlie. Laki pa ng baril. Teka lang. Dito muna tayo. Nandun. Concerned woman. Sige, kausapin muna natin siya. This woman is probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks in your she looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't start the direct. They're selling. BTLs are killers. Theirs most of all. Always watching. I know, Big Brother. The sinless are free. Ancients. You sound like you know. You sound like you know from experience. Do you have a pass card to get in there? What kind of guards do they have on this place? Any chipettes inside the lab? We're looking for a kid named Gino. Know him? Got to go. Okay. You sound like you sound like you know from experience. She pulls her hair back to show you. No implants. Then her mouth tightens and her eyes well up in tears. I know. Lost my husband. Lost my son. My daughter. They use her. They use her to record. Tears stream down her face. Okay, hindi ko alam kung sasabi ko dito eh. Ayoko ano eh. Ato na muna. Do you have a pass card to get in there? No, but Jamal has. My son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up. But that's between you and him. Okay. Sige, tanong natin ba isa? Medyo ano na eh. Sinimulan na natin eh. So magtanong na ng tanong hindi dapat tinatanong. She looks around, frightened, whispers. They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Yakuza sa ano eh, no? Yakuza sa Seattle. Japanese mafia? Oh man. How many and what kind of firepower? There's a guy on the door. Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough. Blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. She's really. 5 or 6? That's not so bad. We have surprise on our side. Okay. Tanong tayo. Any chipettes inside the lab? Yep, all day, all night. And they can be dangerous too. Ano ba yan? Once someone's chip, they can send them any program they want. Make them do whatever. Turn them into whores, killers, anything. Okay. We're looking for a kid named Gino. Know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips. Like their little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning. Hasn't come out. So I imagine he's riding a dream chip. I got to go. Thanks. Salamat. Naman sa information. Kaya lang baka hindi rin yata makakatulong sa atin yan ha. Teka. Balikan nga natin tong si ano. Meron dito ano to eh. Baka may makuha tayo sa kanya eh. Ay wala. Hindi na siya na ano, hindi na siya nakakausap. Oh well, never mind. Okay. Dito muna tayo, yung may malaking baril. Pangalan? Charlie. Ah, ito yung sinasabi niya, akala ko ito. Ano muna si Charlie, kausapin natin. Charlie's an orc with an expression of boredom and one milky eye. He drones through his standard pattern. Need a pass? 15 million each. 150 for the lot of you. That'll let you come and go as you please. You can chip in there and we'll keep you safe while you ride. PTL chips are separate costs. Last about 3 hours. Prices vary. Prices vary. Buy those inside. Fine. Here you go. Pay 150. Buckle punch him in his blind eye. Strength. Fix him with a stare. I don't think we need passes. Do you? Buti na lang ano. Mataas yung strength to, level 4. So sige, subukan natin to. Here's one good eye waivers. Nope. I'm good. See you on the way out. Nice. Okay ah. Yeah, ito isa. Ito yung Jamal. Kaya kausapin natin. Hindi na ano, pwede na tayo, hindi na kailangan ng pass eh, pero kausapin na lang din natin. Jamal has the look of a long-time chiphead. Emaciated, hollow-eyed, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at, big man? I hear you have a pass card. Give it to me. I want to buy a pass card. Okay. I hear you have a pass card. Give it to me. He leaped cursing to a feared man. This is the Baron's. Oh my. You want it, you take it. O sige. The troublemakers in here. So that's no, so sige, okay lang. So isa. Okay. Unahin ko tong may baril na to. Ako na bahala sa kanya. 30 lang naman eh, teka. Okay. 5 lang, ano ba yun? Mahina lang yan, ito na. Hindi pa natuluyan. Never mind. Hindi bali. Ito naman si Paco, may weapon din naman siya eh. Problema lang natin yung isang nasa ano. Okay. Halos deads na. Hindi pa natuluyan. Yun, natuluyan na. Teka. Tanggalin na muna natin to. Ano ba ang gear mo? May shotgun ka? Ano yung isa? Shotgun na lang. Mas malakas ang shotgun eh. Ito na muna. Ito pa natuluyan, hayop ka. Buhay ka pa. Isa lang naman eh. Fine. Paano na? Dali lang. Amin natin kunin nyo. Teka. Hindi pa pa natuluyan. Kay Paco, ikaw naman yan. Yeah. You pick up worn and mangled notebook. It smells of sweat and alcohol. Sige. Tignan na lang muna natin ito. Leaf through the notebook. The notebook contains lists of illegal Simpsons rights and the names of clients who have purchased them. Look for interesting BTL names. The better than life rights runs the gamut from fantasies like I Can Fly to real life recordings such as Bump Killer. The list of rights doesn't seem to have much value. Okay. Look for interesting client names. Upon further examination, the client's list is more than a simple list of names. It also contains private information about some of the more well-to-do or connected clientele. It may be that the syndicate behind this lab is directing certain clients here to secretly extract information from them while they are under the influence. Pasaway Okay kayo The note kunin natin. Evidence yan Evidence din yan Teka. Dalawa? Ito muna. Nagmintis ka pa. Okay, fine. Hindi ka pa natuluyan Ayop ka, fine. Hindi pa pwede gamitin. Wala. Kasi yung shotgun nga pala kaya pala. Ano ba yan? Natets tuloy. Ulit. Nga pala, shotgun nga pala yung gamit niya. Ano ba yan? Dali. Reload ko na lang. I-reload natin yung i-reload natin tapos save ko ulit kung saan tayo end na lang natin doon. Time na Ano ba yan? Nga pala shotgun nga pala yung weapon niya. Ano ba yan? Okay. Anyway, wag na. End na natin dito guys. Ano na time na Ano ba yan? Tanga ko naman. Nakasave naman so back to main menu. Kaya Sean Veloso signing off guys. Next time na lang ulit. Next episode na lang ulit.